and Fern showed him an organizational plan that had the name Magnum Opus Incorporated. It was a marvelous engine for doing violence to the spirit of thousands of laws without actually running afoul of so much as a city ordinance. Noel Constant was so impressed by this monument to hypocrisy and sharp practice that he wanted to buy stock in it without even referring to his Bible. "Mr. Constant, sir," said young Fern, "don't you understand? Magnum Opus is you, with you as chairman of the board, with me as president. Mr. Constant," he said, "right now you're as easy for the Bureau of Internal Review to watch as a man on a street corner selling apples and pears. But just imagine how hard you would be to watch if you had a whole office building jammed to the rafters with industrial bureaucrats. Men who lose things and use the wrong forms, and create new forms and demand everything in quintuplicate, and who understand perhaps a third of what is said to them, who habitually give misleading answers in order to gain time in which to think, who make decisions only when forced to, and who then cover their tracks, who make perfectly honest mistakes in addition and subtraction, who call meetings whenever they feel lonely, who write memos whenever they feel unloved, men who never throw anything away unless they think it could get them fired. A single industrial bureaucrat, if he is sufficiently vital and nervous, should be able to create a ton of meaningless papers a year for the Bureau of Internal Revenue to examine. In the Magnum Opus building, we will have thousands of them. And you and I can have the top 2 stories. And you can go on keeping track of what's really going on the way you do now." He looked around the room. "How do you keep track now, by the way? Writing with a burnt match on the margins of a telephone directory?"